A large section of America is out of service today. President Trump and Congress failed to strike an agreement on a federal spending bill by midnight, prompting a wide-scale shutdown of federal agencies and services. Both Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other for the congressional deadlock. The Trump administration doesn't appear to be budging from its funding cuts, while opposition demand more money on items like health care. Jason Gaidola joins us live tonight with more details and reaction. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Manisa. Minus people working in essential services, most federal workers will feel the brunt of this shutdown. Today, the White House says many Americans in the public sector should expect long-term layoffs.
Democrats may have chosen to shut down the government tonight, but we can reopen it tomorrow.
Last night's optimism by Republicans for an approved spending bill appears to have dwindled today in the U.S. as U.S. President Donald Trump's government has officially shut down.
This could have been avoided. It's totally unavoidable. And everybody's now asking the question, how does this end? Well, it ends when the Senate Democrats pick this bill up, passed by the House of Representatives, and vote for it.
Deep and ongoing partisan divisions continue to be at the center of closures and upcoming layoffs within federal programs and services after a funding stopgap vote in the Senate failed last night. Today, most federal agencies are shut down, except for essential services, including Border Patrol and immigration. The White House says services are preparing for funding cuts and worker layoffs are imminent.
Why does the president want to fire some workers and not just furlough them? Why is this shutdown any different?
Well, first of all, we haven't made any final decisions about what we're going to do with certain workers. What we're saying is that we might have to take extraordinary steps, especially the longer this goes on.
Is this going to be a long shutdown?
You know, I don't know. I can't predict what congressional Democrats are going to do, Peter, but I actually don't think it's going to be that long of a shutdown.
The Trump administration did instruct federal agencies to prepare for mass firings as they aim to reduce the size of government.
Federal employees provide such critical work for the American people, critical services, keeping our military ready, caring for our nation's veterans, caring for all of our public lands, national parks, forests, clean air, clean water, safe food, safe air travel, secure borders.
By no surprise, Republicans and Democrats are pinning the shutdown on each other, and the impasse includes the funding of American health care and the extension of its coverage.
The American people are getting clobbered by these bad health care decisions by the Republicans, and it is up to the Republicans and Trump to do it. Our motivation, my motivation, is to do my job. When people are having a real crisis, when they're seeing their health care premiums go up close to $1,000, when it's not only the people on ACA but everyone else's premiums who will go up as well, our job is to protect them.
What we've asked the Democrats to do is to keep funding at levels they've agreed to in the past while we work out an agreement on the ACA subsidies. Sure. People like me, a number of other Republicans, in fact, even conservative groups have said not to repeal them, but to amend them.
U.S. President Donald Trump is also at the center of a political fight.
So we're doing well as a country, so the last thing we want to do is shut it down, but a lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, and they'd be Democrat things, but they want open borders.
Opposition have taken aim at Trump's use of government shutdowns as a political tool, and even his criticism of other administrations when a closure of services happened.
I don't always often agree with Donald Trump, but he's right when he said, if you're the President of the United States, it's your job to make sure the government doesn't shut down.
In the meantime, some analysts believe the shutdown won't last as long as some may think.
3 Democrats already voting with the Republicans, and I expect more will peel off in the coming week. And I think there will be sort of a relatively quick deal cut between Senator Schumer and the Republicans. I don't think that will satisfy everybody, but I do think it will reopen the government for a time period, probably 7 weeks in November.
Since 1981, there have been 15 U.S. government shutdowns, the largest being the last one at 35 days in 2018 during Trump's first term. Senators are leaving Washington, D.C. until this Friday, which signals that the government shutdown will last at least a week.